Land without an access road can become a nightmare. Buying land without a clear access road may seem like a minor oversight at first, but it can create serious legal, financial, and practical problems. Access to land is not just a convenience, it is essential for the full enjoyment and use of property. Without it, ownership can become more of a burden than a benefit. One of the biggest dangers is landlocking. This happens when your plot is completely surrounded by another person's land and there is no direct road leading to it. In such a scenario, you are forced to depend on the neighbor for access. This dependence can easily turn into conflict, especially if the neighbor withdraws permission or demands payment for passage. Without a proper road, it becomes difficult to transport building materials, access utilities, or even reach your land. This can delay or completely prevent development. For example, constructing a house or starting a farm project becomes significantly harder and more expensive. This creates ongoing insecurities and dependence because neighbors may start charging unreasonable fees for passage or impose conditions that limit how and when you use the path. There is also the danger of reduced land value. Land without access is less attractive to buyers, investors, or developers. If you ever want to sell the land, you may struggle to find a buyer or be forced to sell at a much lower price. Similarly, financial institutions are unlikely to accept such land as collateral because of the access complications. When buying land, the access road leading to your plot should be clearly visible and wide enough to allow at least a small car to pass, approximately 16 feet or 5 meters wide. If this road is not physically visible on the ground, a neighbor may block it with a fence, leaving you without access. If the land has a land title, ensure the access road is clearly indicated on the title map. A surveyor should be able to come and clearly identify and mark it. If the title results from subdivision, it is best that the road is included on your individual title. If that is not possible and it remains on the mother title, it should be clearly defined, showing exactly where it starts and where it ends. It should not be left vague. Any surveyor examining the map should easily identify it as a road. Even if further subdivisions are made on the mother title, the road should remain recognized as an access route. Before making any payment, do not rely on verbal promises like "you will pass here." If the land is under agreement, not yet titled, ensure it is properly surveyed and that neighbors acknowledge the road's existence. This should be documented in writing, not just spoken. Buying land without a clear access road exposes you to disputes, financial loss, limited use of your property. The safest approach is to always verify that the land has a legally recognized and documented road access before purchase.
Solving Asset Management. We care for your assets.